Next up on the clock is Wes. Julio, do you think you are? Yeah, obviously kept Julio Jones, who's, a stud. He's going to probably catch another 120 balls this year. You know, I think that's a really good keeper, especially considering he's been going, top 3 in most drafts. First 2 picks you grabbed running backs, Eddie Lacy, who I really believe is going to have a bounce back year after getting in shape. He's looked really good in the preseason. I think that he's going to stay healthy, and he's in a perfect situation with a great quarterback to open up running lanes. Thomas Rawls in the 3rd round, 4th really. I think that he's going to be good this year, but I also don't know if he's going to stay healthy. If he stays healthy and he plays like he did last year, he is going to be a stud, probably a steal of the draft, but at the same time, he could go all the way to the bottom by getting hurt in week 2. They've already said he is the number 1 guy coming out of Seattle, and like I said, they got a great offensive line. They got a scrambling QB that's going to help him open up some running lanes, so I think that's going to be great. You also got, Jeremy Hill, Devontae Booker, and Kenneth Dixon. Kenneth Dixon's probably going to be very valuable after 4 weeks, showing that they already cut Forsett this year. So really they got Terrence West, and they're waiting for him to come back to be able to take some of those carries away. As far as wide receiving core, I already talked about Julio. You got T.Y. Hilton, Crabtree, Tyler Lockett, Tyler Boyd. So you got some explosive guys there with Lockett and T.Y. Hilton. Then you got Boyd, who's a rookie, but I think, who else is going to catch passes there outside of A.J. Green? I think he's going to be all right this year, one of the better rookie wide receivers that there is. And then I really like Crabtree. He's one of those guys that quietly had a good season last year. Derek Carr seems to really like him, and I think that he's going to be a solid guy, a 3rd wide receiver, absolutely, but he's going to be one of the high-end 3rds. And then you got Delanie Walker, who, if you look at his stats last year, Mariota threw to him a ton, so I think that he's going to be a solid tight end for you. He's going to be a guy you start every week. You got Zach Miller in Chicago, possibly, a guy that's going to take over for Martellus Bennett and actually have a really good year. So I think that you're sitting really good there. And then you got Eli Manning. You got him late. I like that. I think, what was it, the 8th round, 9th round, right around there. And he's going to be your starter. I get it. He's going to, throw for 4,000 yards, 20-some touchdowns. And you got him super late. You got all your value up front, which is the way to do it. I think you did a really good job there. And you got Andy Dalton, who had a really good season last year. So if he stays healthy, went down at the end of the season, but if he stays healthy, you can throw either of those in based on matchups and have a really strong team. Like I said, the running backs can be a little bit of concern, but that's really mostly on Thomas Rawls' shoulders. And if Jeremy Hill, comes back and plays, gets some touchdowns, that might not be as big of a deal. But I would definitely pay attention to the waiver wire early on to try to find some running backs that might help you out if somebody does go down. But, you do have depth there, so I don't think that you're in nearly the pickle that some of these other teams are, like OC can be if his guys go down, or if Purvis's guys go down. I think that they're in a lot worse position than you are. So overall, I think this team's really solid. I think that it's going to be a playoff team once again. I'm going to give this team a B, and I think you're going to probably be 3rd or 4th seed going into the season. The drop off there a little bit is I think that you're just going to have a little bit of weakness with the 3rd wide receiver, but also the running back bye weeks are going to hurt you a little bit. That's going to cause you to drop down a little bit, but overall I think that this team is going to be a force to be reckoned with this year, so look out for them week to week.